Okay. Alright, first off, it's the one and only Hip Hop Gamer, HOT97, GameStop, BET. You already know what it is, man. We about to do a live article, PlayStation Now versus Xbox One backwards compatibility. So when you look up here, you see the logos of my team, you know what I'm saying, BET, HOT97, and GameStop. The champ is here, and you got to put God first. So God bless, and God bless y'all, everybody that's here, that's about to hang out with your boy. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Over here, got my dude Malik Yoba. They just came out with a movie called Daddy Don't Go. Make sure y'all go out and support it. It'll bring the tears, man. It's real. Daddy Don't Go. Make sure y'all check it out, right? It's amazing. Then you have PlayStation Now versus Xbox One with the Xbox 360 backwards compatibility. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. I got so much to say, so much feedback that I got when I put this question out. It seemed like 90% of the votes is all in favor of Xbox and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about everything. You already know how I get down. Facts over emotions, man. We about to break it down. Shots fired style. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, start game. Shots fired. Let's go. Make sure I got this stuff set up right. Sure we good to go. Boom, good to go. Okay. Now let's come here. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna wait for some people to join in so we can go in with the battle, with the live debate. I want everybody, I want the energy. It's gonna be popping. Retweet it, spread the word, let everybody know you need to be here right now so we could get down to the bottom of this and, you know, see what's popping. Mad Mike, he said $5 says he will favor PS Now. Let's get ready and talk about it. So we got a few people in here, so let's get it started. Here's how we're gonna do this, right? Real talk. Like I told you, facts over emotion. People say things, but let's talk reality. Forget what you feel. Let's talk the truth, okay? Now, today I put out a tweet, and the tweet was PlayStation Now versus Xbox One backwards compatibility. Which one is better? I just want to get the thoughts of the people, right? 90%, like 85-90% of the people, like right out the gate, they favored Xbox, and they felt that the what Xbox is doing with backwards compatibility is better than what PlayStation is doing with PlayStation Now, right? So I want to break down both sides for PlayStation and Xbox, get it all out in the open, and I want to see what y'all think and see if we can come down to a final verdict on which one is truly better. So I'm gonna break down a point. After I break down a point, I'm gonna talk to the audience, and we're going to have our feedback and go back and forth. Then I'm going to move to my next point. So I think I got about 5 or 6 points that I want to break down. It's a lot of information. And listen, whatever y'all have to say, make sure y'all type it, say it. I can learn a lot of things from y'all as well. Y'all ready to start? Bet. Let's go. The first thing that people said when it came to their decision on which was better between PlayStation Now and Xbox backwards compatibility was free. Xbox is free. People feel that they shouldn't pay for a service to play games they already own. So the fact that Xbox is free is one of the main reasons why that's better, right? So me personally, I'm gonna throw something in that whole situation, that whole argument, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Now, it's funny that a lot of people would say that the fact that Xbox is free, it makes it better. But the same people that said that forget that PlayStation Network, PSN, was free as well. But free doesn't mean better. Free does not mean better. That's the first thing you gotta learn. Free does not mean better. I'll tell you why. PS Now when Xbox Live during the 360 and PS3 era, PSN was free, but Xbox Live was better. And it was better not only because it was a paid service, but they had all the functions and all the features that made online gaming better, and it was worth paying for. So just because something is free does not mean that it is a better product or a better service. You see what I'm saying? Because Xbox 360 proved that when you paid for Xbox Live and when you got PSN on PS3 for free, free didn't matter. Because people still brought more games on Xbox 360 when it came to the multiplats. And when it came to online gaming, all you saw was the 360 controller everywhere you went, because the service was that much better and it was that much more significant and it was worth the money. Now, to go further into that is now that PSN is a paid service in the PS4 era, and Xbox Live is still Xbox Live in the Xbox One era, PSN has actually surpassed Xbox Live in terms of the better deal. And when I mean the better deal this generation, because now that you got to pay for both, PlayStation Plus, PSN, the service, everything that you do with it, even Call of Duty becoming exclusive on PSN with the DLC deal and a lot of these shooters and all this other stuff that's holding up on the PlayStation side. You know, PlayStation is the premier place for online gaming, and not only do you see it happening in terms of sales, but when you look at tournaments and everything like that, PlayStation is the dominant platform when it comes to online and online everything in the game industry, whereas 360 was the dominant one back in that era. So that's the first point I want to make. I want to turn to the audience and see what they're saying, and what do y'all think about the point that I just made in terms of everyone saying that because Xbox, that's the number one thing, Xbox is free, and because it's free is better. But I just proved to y'all that free doesn't always mean better using the actual Xbox in the era of the PS3 versus 360. How do y'all feel about it? Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Latin Cooker. Anybody that left a message before and I missed it, I'm very sorry. I'll try to go back. I'm gonna try to go back and see what I missed in terms of like things that I didn't get a chance to see in terms of messages. It's kind of hard, but I'm gonna try. But if I missed it, repeat the like copy and paste it so I can see it right now. So Latin Cooker, sorry I didn't get a chance to address your question. Hey Mika, what's up? Yes, PS Now is a great deal. Ahmed Clements, what's going on? Ahmed, what's good? HipHopGamer, what's going on? Crunk Girl, what's up, boo? Crunk Girl, what's up, boo? I feel it's an okay deal. Okay. Deontay Gay 123 is free, but they did not let people play their favorite games on the most wanted list. Okay, that's interesting. PS Now would be better with PS2 and PS1 classes. Crunk Girl, those games are coming. I already got confirmation that PS1 and PS2 games will be coming to the PlayStation Now platform. Mad Mike, if all games are available off the bat, Xbox One BC would be better, no doubt. But needing approval from the publisher really hurts. Exactly, and that's the truth. That's the fact. If Xbox One was fully backwards compatible, sort of like how PS2 was to the PS1, and sort of like how PS3 was to the PS2 when the PS3 came out day one, the day one system, where you could just pop a disc in and just play everything. It was like having all the systems in one. If that was the case, yes. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot, it's more of a battle there. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, that's not the case. So good point. Dominique was Savagery. God bless. What's going on, yo? What's up? That boy Young. What's going on? That boy PS4 getting PS1, PS2 games for Star Wars classes are on. Yep, they're getting it. Bizarro Games. God bless. What's going on? Yeah, simply put, Alright, so you fit now. One of the things that Bizarro Games just said, he felt that PS Now was overpriced. $45 for 3 months. That's $180 a year. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I feel it's not overpriced. Because at the base of the subscription with PlayStation Now, right, you have 105 games at your disposal at any given moment, and every month they cycle in and out. And then on top of that, when you think of $180, that's 3 video games. So when you think of 3 video games in a year that you will buy, 3 $60 games, you're getting 105 games. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the whole year, and you got 100 games to mess with. So 100 games in comparison to 3 games. And a lot of these games you probably never played before because you never owned them. That right there is beyond an incredible deal. That's not overly expensive. Because if you could spend $180 to get only 3 games, you could spend that money and get 100 games. You see what I'm saying? So I don't feel it's over expensive. G's the product. What up, Trey? What's going on? Latin Cooker, PS4 all day fam. If true about PS1 and PS2, it's a wrap, yo. Yeah, nah, that is true. Like, I got confirmation on that. Pure confirmation. I can't tell you how I got the confirmation, but I got the confirmation on it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you may see PS1 and PS2 classics appear as soon as PlayStation Experience come around in San Francisco December 5th. Okay? Especially now with the announcement of the backwards compatibility with Xbox, Sony want to crush that momentum competitively. So you'll see that. So, alright, cool. Big Irv, God bless. Big Irv, what's going on? I feel you with the $180 and is 3 games, but as a consumer, we not thinking that way. I think that hurt PS Now. Hey, I feel you, but facts is facts. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is fact, but I do feel you, what you said, Big Irv, because a lot of people don't think that way. But just because certain people don't think a certain way doesn't change facts. You see what I'm saying? 1 trillion individual. God bless. What's going on? Sup? Been rocking with you since it was Sunday and not anything else to do. Ha my man. One love. So let's move on. Can I move on to the next point? Let's move on to the next point. Now, the next point I want to talk about is this. A lot of people, not a lot, but a few people that voted when I put the tweet out initially, they said, the people that voted for PlayStation Now, they said that the Xbox catalog is shit. That's what they said. The Xbox catalog, what they got right now, ain't really popping. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even feel like the energy towards it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty on that as well. Now, to me, now here's what I would say. The Xbox catalog will grow. But the PlayStation Now is already growing, and it has been growing since launch. Plus, it has games that are classics, and they got games that are up to date with tons more of variety. You got all types of puzzle and strategy games. You got all types of fighting games. You got all types of shooter games. You got games that's like really up to date, like last year and year before, and you got old classics from back in the day. So they got a great mix, great variety, RPGs, you name it, they got it. Like, they got a lot. You know what I'm saying? Put like this. PlayStation Now is so incredible that they got Art of Fighting. Like, they got Blaze Blue, they got Skullgirls, they got Street Fighter 3 Third Strike on PlayStation Now. Like, when you say those things, it's like, yo, you just can't ignore that if you're a real hardcore gamer. You see what I'm saying? So these are just facts. Now, before I go on to my next point, I want to stay on the second point right now in terms of the catalog, and I want to show y'all something and prove something. Now, behind me, right, I got a stack of Xbox 360 games right here. Now, I have Gears of War 3 right now. I got Call of Duty Black Ops 2, right, if you can see it. I got BioShock Infinite. I got Lost Planet 3. I got Need for Speed Most Wanted. And I got Army of 2, The Devil's Cartel. I have all these games right now, right? Gears of War 3 is the only game that works right now on the Xbox One backwards compatibility list in terms of what I'm holding in my hand. So I have 6 games in my hand. Only one works right now. So now the problem with this is when Xbox does their marketing and they say you can now play Xbox 360 games on Xbox One, backwards compatibility is here. They got to make sure to say that it's extremely limited. Because if they don't say that in their marketing, people come Christmas time, they're going to buy Xbox One thinking that they can just pop in their Xbox 360 games and play it. And when they realize that they can't play a lot of their games, they're going to be really upset. And what's been hurting Microsoft ever since the beginning of this generation was bad messaging to their audience and being out of touch with information. You see what I'm saying? So Gears of War 3 is the only one that worked. Right? Now, BioShock. I could play BioShock on PlayStation Now. So even though I have it for 360, I can play it on PlayStation Now, but I can't play this on my Xbox One. Lost Planet 3. I can play this right now on PlayStation Now, but I can't play this on my Xbox. You see what I'm saying? Let's go a little deeper. Forza Horizon, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, Remember Me, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Fuse, Fight Night Champions, a classic. I can't play none of these games. I can't play none of these games on Xbox One right now. I can't, because it's not backwards compatible with these games. Now, I will say this. If I want to turn on my PlayStation Now, I can play Ninja Gaiden right now. If I want to turn on my PlayStation Now, I can play it. But I can't play it on my Xbox. You see what I'm saying? So, what am I saying here? The point I'm trying to make is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 video games I just showed y'all. And only one of them I can play. Out of 12 that I just showed y'all, only one of them I can play. And I have a whole lot more games too that I can't play. So when people talk about Xbox is free so it's better, yeah, it's free, but I can't even use it. Whereas PlayStation Now, yeah, I gotta pay, but I can use everything that PlayStation Now has to offer. Because it's a service designed to allow me to use everything the service have to offer. Xbox One, the backwards compatibility service that it provides, I can't use it to the ability that they're serving me. You see what I'm saying? That's like me going to Red Lobster to get a lobster. Think about it. It's like me going to Red Lobster to get a lobster, but they tell you that we can't give you lobster because it don't work with our stove right now. Like the particular lobster don't work with the way our cooking situation is. Really? You see what I'm saying? So now that I got that point across and stuff like that, let me know what y'all think about the point I just broke down in terms of the Xbox catalog, as well as not being able to use a lot of games. And this is supposedly a selling point that you can't even tap into fully. What are your thoughts? Let's go. So Bruce 503, what's going on? Anybody that had a question, please copy and paste it again, because now I'm paying attention. Bruce 100% PS Now has Xbox X1 beat. Wow. See how the tide is turning when I start talking? Hated Greatness. What's up, Hated Greatness? This is my man right here. Shout out to Hated Greatness. He knows that they are adding games to the Xbox One backwards compatibility list every month, right? Yeah, I do know that. I broke all of that down. Like, if you need to, rewind back and you'll hear me talk about that. You know me, dog. I cover all bases, man. Ain't no hating here. I own everything. You know that. Also, there are games that aren't on PS Now. Yeah, there's a lot of games that's not on PS Now, but PS Now has 250 plus games when you talk about overall at one time, and 105 games that's allocated to the subscription service. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, if you hate it, if you, out of all the games that you got for 360 right now, how many are compatible with the Xbox One right now, and how many are not? Be honest. Put that number out there. Be honest, and let's see what percentage you come up with. Crunk Girl, yeah, what's going on? Big Earth, with Xbox BC. I'm sorry, I missed your question. Like, a lot of questions is coming up. Deontay Gay, it's sad, man. Xbox BC had everyone hyped and crushed me right after their conference. 8 Killer B, what's going on, baby? You do realize Microsoft could make their own version of PS Now. Phil stated that he's not interested in that. Okay, Killer B, it's one thing to be able to do something, but it's not about being able to do it or not being able to do it. It's the fact on whether it's done or not. The fact is that they don't have that. Can they do it? Of course. But do they have it? No. The fact is, PlayStation has a service that's designed like, like a Netflix for games. Whereas Xbox went the classic route with backwards compatibility, but it's not fully backwards compatibility with every game that you would want to be compatible with. That's just the facts. Over 20 games I want from 360 that aren't on the list. They are adding for next month. I want though. Okay, Warzone Gamer, what's going on, baby? God bless, what's good? Big Irv, I only have 35 games right now out of the 104. Okay, cool. So Big Irv, you have 35 out of the 104. Now, you're 35. With PlayStation Now, I got 105. So you got 35, I got 105. You see what I'm saying? So, based off what you have, and based off what I have access to in terms of like the just versus, PlayStation Now has more value because you get everything. You see what I'm saying? So, Bruce, they're saying more than they're offering. Wow, that's incredible. Now, one of the problems that Microsoft has had a lot is exactly what Bruce said. They say more than what they're actually delivering. And that's the problem with the messaging. See, when you say something, people gonna hold you to it. And if you ain't delivering, don't get me wrong, things happen, mistakes happen, things don't happen the way you want it to happen. But the fact is, if somebody tell you something, you're gonna hold them to it. And consumers got every right to do that. And if you're not holding up the end of the bargain that you're talking, it's a problem. Because think about it like this. There's a lot of people out there that don't know that backwards compatibility is limited. A lot of people don't know that. They just know it's backwards compatible. So they're going to go in there thinking that they could do something that they really can't, because the same energy that Microsoft put out saying that we are backwards compatible, they didn't put the same amount of energy in letting you know that it's limited and that you just can't use everything. Keep that in mind. Price is a huge part of it, though. You can downplay free versus cost. Latin Cooker, damn, I hate playing to play games I already paid for. Well, hated greatness. You here's the thing. You just said that you hate paying to play games I already played for. That brings me to another point I want to make. But before I get to that point, I want to ask you something in terms of paying to play games that you already played or whatever, right? So, if you buy Xbox One anticipating to play your old 360 games, so you just spend $500 on this system, but their backwards compatibility don't work with the games you got, that means you just paid for something that you can't play. Am I right? That's one. A second thing is this: when it comes to PlayStation Now, there's a lot of games that you may own for PlayStation 3 that's on PlayStation Now. But then there's a lot of games that you probably never played at all because you didn't want to risk the investment if you didn't like a certain game. Now, you can actually play all those games. You see what I'm saying? So you got to think about the benefit that you're getting. Because don't get me wrong, hated greatness, how many games do you have for PS3? You know what I'm saying? How many do you have? And when you think about how many you have and how many you don't got, or how many you wanted to play and didn't get a chance to play, this service works for you and everyone. Period. You see what I'm saying? So that's the point that I wanted to make. Main UPT DC, God bless. What's going on? Xbox VC just started. It's a little unfair to compare both services when MS said they going to be adding more games every month. Now, I'm so glad you brought up that comparison. But what I was trying to say in terms of comparing the services was that when Microsoft says that it's backwards compatible, right? Even though they're adding games every month and all this other stuff, when I asked the question on Twitter, people said that Xbox is better because it's free. That's what they said. And now that we breaking down all of the stuff that people were saying, people are starting to change their tune, and now they're trying to make excuses and say this and say that. Like I say, facts over emotion. All I do is prove stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shots fired. You know how it goes down when I'm around, baby. You already know. So now it's time to move for our next. We're gonna move to our next point. And the next point I want to say is give me 1 second. Scroll down. Okay. Now this is to talk about what Hated Greatness was saying in terms of Xbox. A lot of people chose Xbox because you don't have to pay an extra fee for games that you already own and stuff like that. Why would you pay an extra fee? Now, here is the moment in this video where I show y'all why I truly feel I'm the best journalist, media personality, gaming enthusiast in the industry. Here's just one of the reasons why. You know what I'm saying? Now, how many of y'all watching this live stream got Netflix? I want to see in the comment section right now. Brandon James, what's going on? I want to ask everybody right now, how many of y'all in this live stream got Netflix? Is subscribed to Netflix? Please, I want to yes, no. Please, I want to see this for a second. I want to see people. Deaf Doctor, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Word. I don't see nobody typing nothing. I don't see nobody typing anything. Do you or do you not have Netflix? That's what I need to know. I need to know that. Right here, fam, Netflix. Okay, Latin Cooker got Netflix. That's one. I want to see who else got Netflix here. Who else got that subscribed Netflix here? Word up. I'm waiting to see more people because I'm about to prove a major point that's going to shut down this whole debate. I don't know. I think people are afraid to type that they got Netflix. Okay. Brandon James got Netflix. Dwayne got Netflix. Okay, so a lot of people got Netflix. Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody that got Netflix, right? I'm pretty sure you have a DVD or a Blu-ray of a lot of movies that you have on Netflix. I'm pretty sure if you go to Netflix right now, if you're a big fan of Star Wars, you probably own Star Wars, but Star Wars might be on Netflix. If you're a big fan of Ice Cube and you watch Friday and Friday After Next, or you're a big fan of gangster movies, or you're a big fan of romance movies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of the movies that's on Netflix right now, a lot of the TV shows that's on Netflix right now, you probably own on Blu-ray. You probably own on DVD right at the house. So when people say, why would I spend money on a subscription service to play games that I already own? It's not to play games you already own. It's the experience games that you never played before. And also, if you want, you can play the games that you already own on another system, on PS4. Meaning you don't got to take out your PS3 and load that up and go through that whole scenario. You just hit X and play your game. So it gives you convenience. It's easy. It's more user friendly in terms of the experience. You're paying for the experience, and also you're paying for new experiences that you never had before. So when people talk about Xbox and PlayStation Now, talking about I don't want to spend money on a PlayStation Now service because there's games on there that I already own, I shouldn't have to pay for it. That's bullshit, because the same people are hypocritical to themselves. You want to know why? Because the same people that say that they wouldn't get a PlayStation Now is the same people that got Netflix and own movies movies that they will see on Netflix too. Shots fired. That's it right there. That's the checkmate. Checkmate. That's it right there. But it gets deeper, so let's continue. Right? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is I want to give you an example, right? I have Ninja Gaiden 3 on 360. I can't play it now, but the fact that I have it on my PlayStation now, I still can enjoy the experience. So in a situation where Xbox is supposed to give me something for my purchase because it's backwards compatible, it doesn't fulfill my needs, even though I spent money on the actual box, the system. But on PlayStation now, the moment I give my money, I can use everything it has to offer. So it's 100% fair exchange. Whereas in Xbox, I'm investing in something, but I'm not getting everything back the moment that I invest in it. I gotta wait for them to do stuff. And it's not guaranteed that every game that you have will be backwards compatible, even if they add games every month, because a lot of times publishers may not allow it. So there's a lot of things that's out of Microsoft's control when it comes to backwards compatibility. But when it comes to PlayStation, that's in Sony's control. So they actually are able to deliver this service the way they deliver it, because the partnerships that they got and the deals that they signed. You see what I'm saying? So that right there is that's the killer. That is the killer right there. Now I'm gonna go to the people and see what y'all think. So, Bruce, once again, man, thanks for hanging out. Other than what I already, okay, I'm lost right there. Mr. Free to Be Me, one. God bless. Thanks for hanging out. If Netflix, pause. If Netflix was free, would you rather pay for it? Well, no. If Netflix is free, I'm not gonna pay for something that's free. But if Netflix is free and they got a premium service, and I use the free service, and the free service don't perform that well, but if I spend money on a premium service, it performs better, then I'm gonna spend my money on my premium because I want the best quality. It's just like with Spotify. You could get it for free, but you gotta deal with those ads, or you could pay for it and you don't gotta deal with ads, and you get higher quality music. You know what I'm saying? When you pay for something, there's nothing wrong with paying money. Like, there's nothing wrong with spending money, as long as what you're spending money on is significant and it works. It feels good to buy something that actually works. Ain't nothing wrong with spending money. You see what I'm saying? It's just that everything that's free doesn't mean that it's great. There's a reason why certain things are free. That's what I'm saying. So, 8 Killer B, you said 1 year of PS Now probably costs more than a PS3. No, that's not true. PS, if you want, wait, hold up. You said, you said 1 year of PS Now probably costs more than a PS3. Okay, so 1 year PS, alright, so let's break it down, right? So for 3 months, it's $44, right? So let's say 44 times 4, because when you go 3 months, 4 times 3 is 12. So 44. So it'll be 44 times 12. So that's like, well, I think like in the $300 range and stuff like that. So let me ask you this. So basically, what you're telling me, for $300 in a year, you get access to hundreds of games. And keep in mind, it's optional. If you just want it if you want it up like for a month, it's $20 a month. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want it for 3 months, it's $44. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's optional. But I'd rather have something that works, that I spent good money for, as opposed to buy a box for, you know what? I got an even better way to attack that. Let's go. Xbox One costs $349. Xbox One is $349, right? So when you buy Xbox One, can you use all of your backwards compatibility games? No, you can't. But if you spend money on PS Now, you can use everything that PS Now has to offer. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when it comes to numbers and value, when you spend money on PS Now, you get everything that you invested in. When you spend money on your Xbox, you don't get everything back that you invested in because everything isn't ready for you. You gotta wait for them to add more to it. So what's a better value currently right now in terms of facts? That's the way you break that down. Okay, so I beat Shadows Gaming, God bless, $240 a year, and the PS3 is $170 new. Okay, cool. Now check this out. I got another way to attack that. If you buy a PS3 right now for $170, right? And then you buy 105 games with your PS3, how much money you paying? You better say it's gonna be over $1,000. If you want 100 games, like 100 games of your choosing, or have access to 100 games, you coming out your pocket, it's gonna cost you probably like $1,000+. You see what I'm saying? For 107 games. So for $1,000, you saving like $750. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you did it that way. So if y'all want to talk money, let's really talk money. Because you're talking about buying a system, but the system needs games. You see what I'm saying? Or think about it like this. If you bought PS3 for $170 and then got PS Now with it, you just saved a whole lot of money and ain't got a PS3 if you wanted to go that route too. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's just a numbers game. Now, okay, Serenati Dragon, God bless. What's going on? Thanks for hanging out. Hey, about what you say is true. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. God Slayer, true. Thank you. Andre Douglas, PS Now is not cost effective, and the inevitable will be them changing the price range. You said it's not cost effective. Well, I got a different opinion on that. Shirala, God bless Shirala, what's good? Hip Hop Gamer, please stop. You failed making this point. Really? I failed making this point? How did I fail? You can't just say I failed at making you can't just say I failed at it. You gotta explain why I failed. If you can't explain why I failed, then you just failed trying to come at me with your thought. Oh, my dude on radio was good. Valor TV was good. If Sony accomplished what Microsoft accomplished with BC, you would be praising Sony. It's not about praising. It's about facts. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. I have everything. I own everything. You saw, I just showed you. I got Xbox 360 games here on my live stream. I own everything. I play everything. So it doesn't matter to me on which is which, because I got both. I enjoy everything. So it doesn't matter. It's not about praising anything. It's about understanding why people say what they say and bringing truth and facts to a lot of the emotional responses that I've been getting within this debate. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of PlayStation Now being back, if PlayStation 4 was backwards compatible, that'd be great too. But the problem is, PlayStation Now to me is better because PlayStation Now, they're giving you more. Like, there's a lot of people, the average person that own a console do not have 100 games for their system. The average person that bought a 360 back in 2005 and bought a PS3 back in 2006 probably don't even have 100 games for their system. But you got a service that gives you 100 games and they switch them in and out every month to give you new variety to test out and play. That is better. That's better, period. Because I'm not stuck with what I'm stuck with. I'm able to try new stuff that I never played before because the nature of the system and the nature of the service. It's just like with Netflix. I get to see movies and shows that I probably never seen or watched before because the availability is right there at my fingertips. That makes the service more exciting because I can test stuff out and try stuff and see what I like and what I don't like and what I missed out on years ago. That's the beauty of what PlayStation Now does, making a system that's designed like Netflix is. That's crazy. So Big Irv, you said hard debate on. That's fresh with another that had time to build already. When I tested it, Mine didn't lag, but it's up to your internet. Definitely. So let's move on to another point. We are stuck on this for a while, so let's move on to another point. Another point I would like to bring up is that, and this is a part of the tweet that I put out initially. In the tweet that I put out initially, in terms of just the debate, a lot of the few people that voted for the PlayStation Now service, one of the things that gentleman said was that with PlayStation Now, you don't need a console. That right there is crazy. You don't need PS3 for PS Now. You don't need a system. All you need is a controller. All you need is this. Like on a Samsung TV, on Sony TVs, if you get a Sony TV, you just download the PlayStation Now app and you're playing it. I believe on PlayStation Vita as well. You download PlayStation Now on PlayStation Vita, you're playing your PlayStation 3 games on your PlayStation Vita as a service. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even on PlayStation TV. You want to download PlayStation Now? Boom. Got PlayStation Now on your PlayStation TV. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that Xbox, their backwards compatibility is great for what it is right now, and it's going to grow, and that's cool, but it's only for that. PlayStation Now is for any device because it's a service. So it actually has more value. So think about it. When you spend money on this, don't think that you can only use it on your PS4, because you could be at home playing your PS4 and then you can get your PS Vita and go somewhere. Or if you got, or you can there's gonna be other devices that allow you to utilize it, so you can use it on the go, you can use it at home when you travel places, and it's gonna be crazy. It's a universal idea that's come true. So when people talk about when people talk about this debate, these are the things that matter. So the fact that PS Now don't need a console, and I just spoke about that. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's go to the people. Brandon James, but it lags though. Now listen, does PlayStation Now lag? Yes. Does it lag all the time? No. It all depends on your internet connection, just like playing any game. It don't matter if it's PS4, 360, Xbox Live, PSN, whatever. Anything can lag. That's just the nature of internet, the nature of technology. You see what I'm saying? That's just the nature of that. It's not an offline service, it's an online service. So lag, like all of that stuff, pixelated graphics, all these things can happen. But what I'm here to tell you is that for the most part, especially now because they fine-tuned it a lot, I could go play roughly any game and there's no lag. It looks amazing, and it's just incredible. Think about. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. I'm gonna paint a picture for all y'all. Let's say you sitting down. Matter of fact, let's say you sitting down, right? You got the controller in your hand. You sitting down, right? And you like, oh, Resistance 3. Let me play that. Okay, play that. All right, cool. Oh, word. They got Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Let me play that. All right. Oh, they got Blaze Blue. All right, let me go to that. Oh, they got MotorStorm. All right, cool. Let me go to that. Alright, yo, they got Super Puzzle Street Fighter. They got the puzzle games. Alright, let me go to that. Oh, they got Final Fantasy. Oh, I gotta play that. Let me go to that. Like, I could do everything I just said. I could do that without moving, without doing nothing, without swapping disc or anything. I could just sit in my chair and go through all those games, saves and all, and play them. Stuff that I never played before. If I see a game like, yo, I never even heard of this game, let me try it. I can do that. I can do that. You got more options. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. There's games on PlayStation Now that I actually never even heard of. And I was like, yo, I gotta try this out. That's amazing. As a gamer, that's amazing when you got access. It's like going to this. Think about it like this. Here's what PlayStation Now is like. If you was able to walk into a GameStop or walk into a Best Buy and you see a whole bunch of games and you was able to just take whatever game you want, bring it home and play it. You can't do that. But with PlayStation Now, you can do that. It's like shopping for video games that you got full access to for a price. That is crazy. It's crazy. So that's the point I was trying to make. So let's go back to the people. Hip Hop Dude, this is not working for me. We are not following you for $44 a month. Okay, cool. Like, you don't listen. You don't have to do it. Like, this isn't a video about you buying or not buying PlayStation Now. This is a video comparing the two, the pros and cons, and which one is better at the end of the day. That's what the video is about. Brandon James, but I can play offline with my Xbox. Absolutely, you can play offline with your Xbox. And that's great because you don't have to worry about internet connections or anything messing up. So you actually get the true experience with Xbox because you can play it offline and stuff like that. So that is incredible. That is a major step in the right direction on what backwards compatibility brings you. You know what I'm saying? Here's another thing you gotta think about too. Let's say you got all the latest, hottest new games on Xbox, right? In order for you to play your backwards compatibility games, you got to make room to play them. You want to know why? Because those games, they have to install on your system. So it's not like you just take the disc, play it, and you go. They take up hard drive space. Whereas PlayStation Now, they don't take up hard drive space. You don't have to download any game. Everything just streams. So think about this. Think about all the games you got for Xbox One and how fast those gigs go. If you don't have a 1 terabyte and you try to do all this backwards compatibility stuff, you're going to start being like, think about this. Let's say you got Star Wars, you got Fallout, you got Halo 5, you got Forza 6, you got Ori and the Blind Forest, you got Gears of War. Like, you got all of these games, right? You're going to look up and be like, damn, I don't even have enough room. I don't even have enough space. I don't have enough storage to even play my backwards compatibility games. I'm going to have to start deleting games just so I can play my backwards compatibility games. That is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got to think about the pros and cons here and the annoyances that you got to deal with. PlayStation Now, I hit the button and go. That's it. Simple. So remember, free is free, and certain things you gotta pay for, but look at what you're paying for and look at what you're getting. And if what I'm getting is better than what the free version is, then free isn't really valuable to me. You see what I'm saying? Free isn't always valuable. If you go to the store and you buy some food, and somebody say, hey, I'll give you a pizza for 99 cents, and then you got some other pizza, it may cost like $3, but the quality in the cheese, the quality in the sauce, the quality in the dough that they use tastes so much better and is better for your body. That dollar pizza is not going to be as attractive even though it's cheaper. You see what I'm saying? Quality always wins. Significant quality. So let's go to the people. Yes, trophy support is in PS Now. Yes, it is, man. Mike. B-Shadow Xbox 360 games barely take 6 to 8 gigs memory. Okay, I'm not talking about Xbox 360 games. Drew, what's going on, Drew? I feel you, bruh. I appreciate that. Thank you. This was supposed to be an unbiased video. It turned into a pro PS Now. No. This is not an unbiased video. This isn't pro PS Now. Like I said, I have everything. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just giving details out based off feedback that I got. Remember, I told you in the beginning of the video, the first thing that people said why they chose Xbox backwards compatibility over PS Now was because it was free. And I broke down the fact that free doesn't mean better. How did I do that? I did that because Xbox 360, Xbox Live was a better service than PlayStation Network during the PS3 era. Xbox Live crushed PS Network. PS Network was free. Xbox Live was paid. But there was a reason why Xbox Live was paid. It was that much better. It was that much more significant, and it was worth it. And the free joint, even though PSN was free, it was not better. That was a point that I was making. And all I'm doing is giving a lot of people information that other journalists and other media personalities and people in the industry are not giving y'all. Because based on the answers and the feedback that I've gotten, I could tell that a lot of people didn't do enough digging to give y'all proper information to make the right decision so you can feel comfortable in the decision that you make. If you choose PS Now or Xbox, it don't matter to me. Why? Because I got both. I enjoy both. But there's a lot of people that's not sure, and since you're not sure, I want to give you all sides of it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. So this isn't pro PS Now, this isn't pro Xbox. I'm letting you know what one service does and another service does, and what is better in my opinion, and what is not mentioned from other people that you'll get from me when I give you the information. That's what I'm doing. Rama Lama Ding Dong, wow. Why is it Sony trying to do backwards compatibility with PS2 games for PS4? PS2 games and PS1 games are coming to PlayStation Now. I said it earlier, but obviously I think you just got here, so I just want to let you know that. Now, another thing that I want to point out, and I'm going to end it with this, right? I'm going to wrap it up with this, and then we could go back and forth and talk. PlayStation Now is a service like Netflix, but for games. Xbox One provides backwards compatibility with a select amount of games. Not the entire list, but a select amount of games. Right? Backwards compatibility is free. As long as you got the game that works on the system, it'll work. PS Now, you got to pay for it. But what you're paying for is a service that gives you access to a lot of games that you may have and may not have, and most likely may not have, because most people don't own 100 games. Most people actually overall you get 250 plus games on the PS Now. So I'm just letting you know what the services do, showing you what one does better than the other, and giving new information to people that are not educated with what's happening with these two services. That's what this video was for. My next question to everyone that's watching is, everything that I said, if you got it, I'm not sure when certain people logged on or whatever, but everything that I said up to this point, was anything helpful for y'all? And also, is there anything that I said that you didn't know about until I said it and broke it down? MC is adding all the BioShock games and Call of Duty Black Ops next month. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Go to Xbox. Go to Xbox.com. Cool. If they add those games, that's phenomenal. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Crunk Girl 711. They want them. You want. You know what they get until they post the list. Okay, cool. He's refusing to say Snow doesn't have all games either. PlayStation Now doesn't have every single game, but it has more games and more variety than what most people have in their Xbox catalog for backwards compatibility. So here's what I'm trying to. Here's the prove my point, Shara, or whatever your name is. I'm sorry, I mean to mess it up. The average person that owns 360, the amount of games that they got is probably like maybe 20 or 30 games, average or less. PS Now is giving you 100, and they're giving you different ones every month, but they always giving you 100 plus games. The average person don't have 100 games. So no, they don't got every game ever released, but they got more to offer than what Xbox is offering when it comes to backwards compatibility. That's the point, and that's a fact. Papoot 11, yes and yes, never thought about it like that. Cool. See what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to know. So thank you, Papoot. Now the thing I want to say is this. I'm gonna repeat the question for y'all. Based on this debate between PlayStation Now and Xbox One's backwards compatibility, is there anything that I said in this video that you didn't know before until you heard me say it? And also, the things that I've said in this video, did I prove my points? Did it make sense? Do you understand more about what Xbox and PlayStation Now is doing and what the services are. I just want to make sure that I help people. Okay, yep, I love your videos, but I'm wondering about the future of Xbox One backwards compatibility, like Sonic Generation and Splinter Cell. Like Sonic Generation, I could go play. I could play Sonic Generation, Sonic 4. I could play damn near all the Sonics right now on PlayStation Now. Can't do that on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Nathaniel Wiedemer, I fuck with you, my G. Keep doing what you do. God bless. That's what I'm talking about, baby. MS List is going to continue to grow, not swamp out games every month. A year from now, they could have between 500 and 1,000 compared to PS Now. Okay, I like what Maine just said. Maine said that a year from now, they can have between 500 and 1,000 compared to PS Now. Let me explain something to you. PS Now can do the same thing. Like, PS Now, if they wanted to, they could put their entire catalog and they could put like 1,000 games now. It's a slow rollout. PS Now can do the same thing that you just said that Xbox could do. The fact is that PS Now is doing it now and they got more of it now. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, PS1 and PS2 games is being added. It'd be interesting to see if OG Xbox games like Jade Empire, ESPN NFL 2K5, you know what I'm saying? Cameo. I mean, not Cameo. That's 360. But the OG Xbox, like the first Bruce Lee game, and you know, oh my God, there's so many games that came out during that time period. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the OG Xbox, you get the first ever Splinter Cell, like, you know what I'm saying, all of that. It'd be interesting to see that. It'd become backwards compatible. So we're coming up to an hour, so I'm about to wrap this up. We 56 minutes in. What I would like to say is thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for staying with me and checking out everything I had to do and say. Let me know what y'all think of the stream overall. Does it look good? Can you hear me good? Is everything cool? What do you think about me doing topics, but doing these topics live in the industry so we all can engage one another and share thoughts? Let me know how y'all like this forum. Me personally, I think it's amazing. That's why I'm doing it. But it's up to y'all, you know, to support it. You know what I'm saying? So God bless. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I think this was great and stuff. And I really, truly, at the bottom of my heart, I really hope that y'all learn something, that like y'all understand the debate more, because a lot of times there's a lot of fanboys out there that say one thing and one thing only and keep it one-sided, and they don't talk about the other side, or they'll do it vice versa. I'm just trying to show y'all both sides and give y'all information on each and show y'all which one is better than the other in my opinion, but also give y'all all the information that y'all need to make your own decision. But honestly, I hope y'all get both, because you know, the bigger the industry get, the more we support it. That's always a great thing. Join the GMG podcast. What's up, Faris Jackson? God bless. What's the GMG podcast? Put me on to that. God bless, brother. Be well and keep up the great streams. Thank you so much, B Shadows. Gazio, what's going on? You're welcome, man. No problem, man. Thank you very much. So what you think is better? Oh wow, that's a good question. Well, Gregory, I feel PlayStation Now is better for the reasons that I delivered in this video. And if anybody missed, like, I'm not sure what time you started watching the video, but whatever you missed, just go back in the DVR, you know, on the YouTube stream. Just go back and watch it so you can catch up to it. Big Irv, you said PS Now can add to the catalog, but we have to go on what's there now. So use the same analogy for Sony as you did on Xbox. Yeah, I did. Like my thing is, like, Xbox, they could build on their stuff and add to it, and that'd be great. But what I was saying to the gentleman is that just as well as Xbox can add and build to their list, PS Now can add and build to the list that they have within their service. So the same thing that Xbox can do is the same thing that PS Now can do. It's just the way that is done. That's the game changer. Because, like I said, even if Xbox get 500 and 1,000 games backwards compatible, right? Let's say they did that. Is there anybody in this live stream that own 500 Xbox 360 games? 400, 300, 200, 100. You see what I'm saying? Do you own that many? No. How many? Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's do that. I want everybody in the live stream right now, right? Gamers with gains. Oh, my dude, what's going on, dog? Shout out to my man Jake. I want everybody right now, if you don't mind, type in the estimated amount of games you got for your 360 right now. Currently, right now, how many games y'all got for 360? Type in a number. Type in a number. Just type in your number. Because I can tell you right now, me personally, I think I got about, on 360, I think I got about maybe 50, 60 certain games. I think. Brendan James, you got 350 Xbox 360 games? So you got more games than what, now check this out, you got more games than what the backwards compatibility can offer. Now, out of those 350 games that you have, how many do you have that works? Killer B, you got at least 400. Okay, so how many of those 400 actually work on your Xbox right now? Drew, you got 22. Miss Rella, how you doing, Miss Rella? God bless. You got 6. Nathaniel, you got 5. Okay. Now, the point I'm trying to make is, on average, you're not gonna get somebody that got 400 and 350 games on average. Like, you're not gonna get that on average. So in terms of percentages, PS Now as a service give you more bang for your buck. And Xbox, in terms of backwards compatibility, because the list isn't done yet and they still got more to put on there, even the 22 games or the 50 games or the 100 games or the 70 games that you got, can you use all of them? Here's the question right here. Here's the question. Out of all the games that y'all got, does every game y'all got work on your Xbox One right now? Yes or no? Every single game you got, does it work on Xbox One right now? Yes or no? I want to see. Because you're going to say no. And when you say no, when you look at PlayStation Now says yes. Because everything it has to offer, you can use right now. Whereas everything that on the Xbox One situation with backwards compatibility, you can't use everything you got. And that's the difference between being free and being paid. When I pay for something, I get what I paid for. When something's free, you got to wait till they give you what you want. It's not up to you. You see what I'm saying? That's the point I'm trying to make. So if I had to choose one, I definitely go with PlayStation Now. But I'm a real gamer, baby. I don't gotta choose. I got it all. I got it all. You know what I'm saying? So Pamela, how you doing? Out of my 6 games, only 3 work. Miss Rella, alright, cool. Alright, bet. My dude said only 10. Okay. No, maybe yes, but wait for the future now. Okay, cool. I have over 100 digital full games. Alright, cool. Now, final question to everybody, right? There's there's like 80 million Xbox 360s that was sold. Out of 80 million of these Xbox 360s that was sold, you know, what you think is the actual average of households and how many games that they got per system? You know what I'm saying? You got to break it down like that. If you want to find that out, I believe you go to ESA.com. It gives you the stats on the industry every year, and it'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like games per system and stuff like that in terms of the homes. It'll let you know that if you want, if you wanted to do the research. I'm a journalist. I always do research and stuff like that. So, but look, we went over an hour. I'm having fun with y'all, actually. I'm having fun. Are y'all having fun? Are y'all having fun on the stream? Like, are y'all enjoying this? Is this crazy? Like, how y'all feel about this? Also, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, HipHopGamer, HOT97, #1 radio station in New York. and nationally, HOT97.com. Download the Where Hip Hop Lives app on Google and Android, and CollectionGamingNetwork.com. Make sure you sign up to them. You see it on the message board at the bottom. But are y'all having fun? Are y'all enjoying this? Cool. Cool. Okay. All right, cool. Look, I got to wrap this up. So look, I just want to say one love, God bless. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the stream. Please retweet it. Tell everybody about it. It's going to be crazy, man. Be out. Peace.